Vitamin D home test kit from Home Bargains, £3, October 25. I'm a big fan of self-diagnostic kits or any type of self-testing. I think that's what our health system should be based on. There's an alcohol pad. There's a buffering solution, which is usually in these. Yeah, this kind of thing, everyone should know their vitamin D status and all their vitamins and mineral status. That's how the health system should be based around. Do these two things. That's the compare chart. So the C line is the control line and the T is the actual result. And if there's nothing there, it's either excess or sufficient. If it's light, it's insufficient, and if it's quite strong colour, it's deficient. Although it's pretty hard to see, really, I would say. It reckons for accuracy, deficient will be, it's almost 100% accurate, it feels. If it's insufficient, it's around about 95%, say. Sufficient, around about 94, 93% really. So, yeah, it's really deficient, it's really spotting, but it's pretty good for the other two as well. Most of the kit's probably in here, so clean it with alcohol, do that, get blood, draw blood, and then you squeeze it up with a little, you don't squeeze it actually, you just let it, the capillary take it in, then you put it on that sort of casing thing, put in 2 drops of buffer as well on the other thing, and read result at 10 minutes. Actually, I think this is the Jag thing, and I've given you 2, I guess, in case you make a mess of the first one or something. Here's where it all happens. The sample goes in there, the buffer goes in there, and this is where the result comes up. So it's just like the COVID test really. So these results will come up there, you can compare it. Yeah, it looks like you get 2 lancets. That's good, because I've done this test before and made a mess of it. So, there's some sort of skill to this, I think. Once you know, and when you don't, it can be a mess. It says to use the middle finger or the ring finger, so on either hand, but I'll go for that one. First I have to rotate this and pull it out. Am I going to get this right? Yeah, looks like it. Not seen one like this. This is the alcohol pad, I'll do both of them actually, just in case. Have to wait till it dries. For that stage you need a capillary dropper, and I almost missed mine, so make sure you check. There we go. Oh no, it's not. It's just a salt thing. For this part where you get the blood, you need a capillary dropper, so look out for it, because I almost missed it. There it is, because that's what you use. You don't squeeze it, you just put it on there, on the blood, and it'll just go up by capillary action. But you do squeeze it into the pot. I'm going to open the vitamin D buffer, the buffer stuff, just now. I think it said to open it afterwards, but I'm just doing it just now, so I'm ready. In fact, I'll leave the lid off. I think I just press that and the needle will come out and I'll go back in again. So I'll not really see the needle myself, but that'll do the damage. I'm going to use my middle finger actually. I'll just give it a bit of practice just now. Feels like there's liquid in there. By the way, it dried after 5 seconds, the alcohol. So I think I'm getting this right. I have to press right down. Okay, here it goes. I'm going to push my finger into it. I maybe pulled it away too quick, I don't know. No, I'm alright, that's good. I'm in number 7 here. Without squeezing the capillary dropper bulb, this thing, there's a fill line there. Put it in contact with the blood. The blood migrates into the capillary dropper through the capillary to the line indicated on the capillary dropper. Okay, here goes. Oh, I've not to get air bubbles. And I've not to squeeze. Oh, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought. I'll probably speed this up. Just as well I had that other thing because I've used that and this is better. I held it in this time, the thing. If that doesn't do it, I don't know what will, because I really felt that. I'll need to concentrate though. I can't get it to go any further, so I'm just going to try what I've got. I'm not sure if it's maybe not even getting in the capillary thing. Maybe I squeeze it down. No, I'm just going to put it because I just can't get it. In fact, I'm going to squeeze the capillary thing. You're not meant to, but that'll do me. I'm giving it really. I'm at number 8 here, but I couldn't do it the way they wanted. And now I'm just going to go for number 9 and put 2 drops of buffer into the buffer well. Here goes on here, watch this. 1, 2. Okay, and this is to start the timer. 10 minutes from now, I should check the result. It's been going about 30 seconds. I'll put it on fast speed. I'm about a minute and a half in. That's 10 minutes, and to me it looks as if it's saying that I might be deficient or insufficient, but I was just reading it there and it says if you don't put enough blood in, then you can get a false deficient. So I don't know personally myself. I think I'll need to do another test. That's the problem with these tests. There's sort of fidgety things, you know, so I can't be sure yet. I feel it was to do with I just couldn't get blood up with the capillary, and I don't know if my blood dried or something from that first jag or what, but I just couldn't get enough blood in there. So yeah, I'm none the wiser really. I mean, the C line is the control line. That tells you that the test operated correctly, the cassette. And so that was alright. It's funny how they make them two thingy lines, but apparently it's just a red line straight across. The T line, that's your test line, and I'm definitely seem to be between these two. But like I say, it may be a false positive because I didn't put enough blood in it. It's maybe almost clear for the T line if you're normal. There it gives you extra information. I think it's to do with antibodies also. Maybe it doesn't matter how much blood you put in, but it's saying here it could be. The results are accurate as far as the instructions are carefully respected. Nevertheless, the result can be incorrect if the vitamin T test gets wet before the test, or if the quantity of blood dispensed in the sample well is not sufficient. So I can't rule that out in my case, definitely. Or if the number of buffer drops are less than 2 or more than 3. Mine was definitely 2. Yeah, I couldn't work the capillary thing for some reason. And remember to read the result at 10 minutes. It says if you read it after 20 minutes, the result is unreliable. There's a sort of range we're talking about. If you're deficient, it says it'll be 100% accurate, but I didn't put enough blood in, so I can't rely on it for me. If you're insufficient, it would be 95%. I never put enough blood in, so oh yeah, I'm just looking at it there. It says insufficient. I think there's only a 53% chance it will be reliable, if I've got that right. Actually, they tested 90 people in a clinical trial or something. 56 of them were insufficient. I'm taking that to mean. 30 were sufficient. Oh, I don't know. You'll need to decide. I think this is the sort of reference ranges we're talking about. If you're deficient, it means it reckons you're 0 to 25 nanomole per litre or something. Insufficient. I'm looking at their clinical testing evaluation of the 90 samples, and it's saying that 56 were insufficient. I don't know. Only 30 were sufficient. 4 were deficient. And that was from 90 results. But I can't totally understand what they're saying here. Anyway, that was just to show you. I mean, and I should also mention that previously I've done a test like this online, and I couldn't be sure because of the way it went through. I couldn't be sure, but I decided to take vitamin D anyway, and I was taking about 2,000 units a day for about 3 weeks, and I didn't feel any different or anything. But then suddenly one day I felt really bad food poisoning, and it's probably the most acutely ill I've been in my life for a few hours. I mean, I thought I was going to die, basically. I was had diarrhea, I was sick, vomit sick, I was urinating, the whole lot. It was like really acute food poisoning. And I think I might have given myself either vitamin D toxicity or calcium toxicity, because apparently vitamin D brings out calcium from the bones into the bloodstream if you don't do the right thing, which you can't remember what you're meant to do. I think you're meant to take vitamin K2 or something as well. But whatever it was, I was really ill, so I'd be really scared to experiment with vitamin D again, But so I just wanted to show you this. I would need to do this again. If I could do this test 5 times, I would be confident, because by then I would know how exactly to do it, I think. I mean, the thing is, with the Lancet, I would say hold it in, don't suddenly take it away. Hold it there. And this buffering thing, I just couldn't get it to work right. I don't know if it's the quality of it, or if it's the way I done it. Maybe the first of my blood dried and that blocked it or something. I don't know what happened. So I can't rely on my result. It looks as if I'm either insufficient or deficient, but I can't rely on it. And then so there's the things you've got: buffer, capillary thing, 2 lancets, alcohol strip, a cassette. That's it really, in this colour card. Yeah, but these sort of things, we need to do tests. We need diagnostic tests. That's what our health system should be based on, tests. But yeah, anyway, that was just to show you. Okay, I don't know if I'll do a thumbs up actually. I just Can't tell if it was me or the kit that was at fault, but there you go. Okay, bye bye. I'll show you all this again.